For those of you that are currently in the spotlight as a influencer, as some type of guide, someone that is helping other people in any form, shape, form, or fashion. You don't have to be a celebrity, but you can be like well on your way to becoming well known in a particular industry. But I am tapped into someone that is receiving a lot of praise, someone that may be getting rewards for your victories, your ambitions during this time. I'm seeing like an applause. I'm seeing large crowds. Oh wow. Vultures. I'm hearing Volturi. But you are being put in the spotlight for a particular reason. Like the spotlights are going to be on you. I'm hearing lights, camera, action. So everything that you're doing, you are highly important right now. That's what I'm tapped into. So if that resonates with you and you are like going through a transformation, or you're ending something, there's something about cutting something off. You could be cutting some type of source, some type of vulture off, some type of access off. All right. Some of you guys are severing deals and contracts with different people. You're really recommitting yourself to some type of spiritual journey, spiritual walk. I'm seeing here like altars. I'm seeing prayers going up. I'm seeing the astral realm really, like the spiritual realm is really backing you up during this time in a particular type of way. There's a lot of supernatural energy surrounding you during this time is what I'm seeing, what I'm sensing. I'm seeing space jams. Something about Space Jam is significant. I'm hearing LeBron James. Okay. So you have to put together a team of people. You may have a team of people that you're already in charge of. But it's time to put together like gather all of your octonauts. It's time to gather all of your star seeds. I'm hearing Rebel Moon. Okay, so it's time for you to gather like fallen soldiers, your best team, and you're about to put them back together. Something about putting back together your top league or something like that. You could be in the league, you could be in the sports, into sports. Definitely I'm picking up here like traveling to like different people that have kind of been like out of the limelight, or they've been out of the way, kind of forgotten, and you are going around kind of like putting together a team, or putting together some type of show, movie, casting, or something like that. And it's gonna be like really big is what I'm seeing. And it's gonna be big because like people haven't seen a lot of these faces in a long time, or a lot of these like topics haven't been talked about in a long time. And so you're putting on a very peculiar type of show. All right, it's very entertaining is what I'm hearing, and I feel like this is the best way to kind of bring like something that's been lost for a long time back, like blending the old with the new. So there's something about like let me turn this down. There's something about morals of stories have been kind of lost out of entertainment, and I feel like you want to bring in some type of moral to a story versus, that's crazy, this came out the other day, versus just pure entertainment. There's something about you are really going to receive a lot of recognition from some type of venture that you take on. And I feel like this may be something that you weren't really trying to do. Like, you weren't really trying to take on this mantle or to do this, because to manifest this takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of focus and a lot of commitment, right? But at the same time, there's a sacrifice that has to be made. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may have made the decision to sacrifice like relationships and dating right now to focus on your calling or your mission. That's what I'm tapped into. Okay? And all of that is significant for your life purpose here. Let's see here. Like, it's not about the money. It's not about the fame, the recognition. It's about being in a position to spark the light in others in some capacity. And in order for you to do that, you have to have like a level of, it's not a compromising situation. You have to really devote yourself to it. There's like a devotion energy here. Like, if your spiritual team tells you to don't do this or do that, or to do this, you have to be obedient. So there's a level of obedience here. And it may not make sense to you why you have to be so obedient, but it'll all come full circle. If it is meant to be, it'll come back around again. But during this season, this is your spiritual team saying like, hey, you have to put food on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. So there is something about in this dimension, okay, there are certain like grooves to the beat. You have to like go with the rhythm of something. Rhythm nation. You're a part of a rhythm nation, or you're manifesting in a rhythm nation. It says you are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. And so what you need to know is, something has to be done a different way. Movement in reverse. Like, you don't have to do anything. Okay? It says you'll make good progress now and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible, and that's in reverse. So something is fixed. If you don't access your life purpose and you don't devote yourself to your spiritual journey or your spiritual walk, you'll start to feel some restriction in your finances. You'll start to feel some restrictions in your gifts, and you'll start to feel as if there's less freedom for you to create or you to express yourself, right? So you have to sacrifice your earthly desires right now in order to focus on seeing something into fruition. Okay? And only you know what that is that you have to see into fruition. But it's very important that you understand that it's a season. It's not always or forever, but it is a period of time that requires your undivided attention. Pretty much. So let's see. We have angel. You're an earth angel. You're an angel on earth, sent here to learn certain things about the human condition and to guide humans on earth. A spirit guide in training to teach and heal others. And we have discernment. Okay. At the bottom of the deck. So again, That's what you are. You're an earth angel. And so as you're going through these different changes and stuff like that, I feel like you have to be in charge of something. You have to take charge. You have to do something by yourself. There's a period on your journey that you have to do by yourself, and it comes through some type of spiritual devotion. Okay? It won't. There are certain realms won't open to you until you devote yourself to something else. Yeah, because we have Sacred Temple in reverse and the Angel of Love. Huh. You can't take any distractions right now. It's also a channel message that I'm getting for you. Like, you can't afford to have any spiritual distractions right now that would kind of throw you off your game or throw you off balance. You need to be able to have clear thought. And so if you are engaged with any activity with other people where you become emotionally imbalanced, things start to feel a little off, it's going to mess up your keen foresight, your sharp mind. So I'm hearing for a little while longer, you're gonna have to be mature about this situation, is what I'm hearing, Taurus. Even if you come off as someone that's being like greedy, only caring about fame, success, even if you come off as someone that's arrogant about like your work and you make no time for anyone else, I feel like with Naga's energy here, there's a time and a place for everything. You've had to cut out a lot of people in your life, a lot of social media. A lot of you guys had to detox from social media. You had to stop watching something, looking at something. You had to really detox your mind, body, and spirit during this time. Like, I don't feel like right now is the time to even really be like going within, trying to make a lot of changes. It's more or less about you as you're going down this path. It's just like commitment. And so anything that just comes along your way that distracts you from that commitment has to be turned off and shut down, because then it would block doors for you to ascend, right? Channel messages for Taurus. So definitely the Sacred Temple wants to come out. There's been some type of discussion that's been happening in the that's been happening like in the 5D, because we still have the same. So something is manifesting for you, and you just have to trust that it will happen when it's supposed to happen. Okay? Listen to your subconscious mind. Listen to your heart, because we have the moon energy here. Something is being protected. In order to access this next level of consciousness, you're going to have to believe that you're worthy for it. You're worthy of it. This is like, if you don't believe that you deserve this, you won't have it. If you don't believe that this is for you, then you'll write yourself out of it, and it won't manifest, and it will be delayed, and it will create more resistance than necessary. So you're going to have to let your feelings, let it flow. You're going to have to trust that everything is happening exactly as it's meant to happen. As you're meeting people along the way, the more and more you master not needing time to think about it, like, oh, let me think about it. Like, as you come across a situation, you're being challenged by spirit to be able to say yes or no a lot faster, to know if you do or if you don't want to do something, or if you do or if you don't want to be with someone a lot faster as you're meeting people, as you're going about your everyday life. Getting comfortable with being presented with options, choices, and still being that fool at the same time, still taking those risks at the same time. But it's like healthy risk, or healthy calculated risk, where you're not overthinking too much or worried about how someone else may respond to what you say. It's just honoring what you do and don't want. Ten of Swords. So this phase of your journey is about mastering how not to overthink so much about what another person or other people might feel or think about your choice to do something or to not do something. You're meant to learn how not to care. And in order to do that, you have to sometimes be the one to make that decision for you and someone else. You know what I'm saying? Without consulting a messenger, without consulting tarot, without consulting a lot of different things. And I feel like that's kind of like what's happening for you right now, is needing less and less people to make the right decisions for you, or to help you make the right decisions. Because a lot of this journey, there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of distractions out there that are going to give you bad advice. So there aren't really many people that you're going to be able to consult about this personal journey, because they weren't there when you signed the contract. They weren't there with you when you and the Most High had that personal conversation about your mission here and what you were coming here for. So they're going to give you advice based off what they would do, right? They're going to tell you based off of how they will handle it from their level of consciousness. So asking someone that's not on your same level of consciousness advice on matters in regards to your level of consciousness, it's like asking a toddler, what you should cook for dinner. You know what I'm saying? They're a toddler, you're an adult as far as consciousness is concerned. And so this is about deserving, believing that you deserve something. A lot of you, the divine is saying, the less people that know about what your next move is going to be, the more successful your outcomes will become. So if you, initiation in reverse, if you aren't able to see that it's a part of the process, like it's something that's happening for you and not to you, you'll kind of slow down your evolution and all the work that you've been putting in for yourself, because you'll go through a cycle for 3 months rather than a day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see here. You want to be able to go through situations at the speed of light and harboring nothing. This is how you build. You want to move at the speed of light without avoiding disasters. This is how you stay within the vortex of manifestation, of your manifestations, more specifically. Even if you feel like you're being curious, but you don't know what's going to come of a situation, you're still, even in the spirit of being like childlike or naive, even in the naive situation, you still receive messages. You just didn't want to hurt the other person. A lot of times it comes from not wanting to hurt another person or disappoint another person as to why you think so hard about whether or not you should or shouldn't do something. That's what Spirit is showing me. Ace of Cups, self-love. So you're about to receive a lot of recognition because you're changing the way in which you feel about yourself. And all along, that was the only blockage, was you believing that something was too good for you to have. That was the only blockage stopping you from your feeling confident about something that you want, or something that you want to go after, or something that you desire. But in order for you to come to that realization, you had to see things from a higher perspective and then work your way back down to the 3D and see how it all plays out. So a lot of you, I can see where you rather get the messages from the divine, or you rather get guidance from the divine and then kind of wait for signs in your 3D reality to confirm what the divine is telling you before you make any decision to do something or not to do something. The divine is trying to get you to start making decisions as if you already know that the divine is doing it, or is already existing, or already happening. That is the proper way to manifest. That is the proper way to continue keeping the engine going, keeping the circulation happening at the same time, so you work smart and not hard. You get what I'm saying? It pulls less on it drains less of your physical body, and you really access pure femininity, okay? And you meet less resistance when you remain in the vortex of what you already know is happening for you and not to you. So I feel like sometimes these distractions come from karmic collectives. When karmic collective starts to point out certain things that you may be doing, working on, you get distracted, is what Spirit is saying. You tend to get distracted about what is or isn't being dealt with, right? So when you don't see karmics being reprimanded or receiving their karma in situations, it plays on your confidence in regards to how you are going to receive your blessings. And that's kind of a catch-22, right? That's a trick in itself, because if I can get you to focus on when the shoe is going to fall off, you stop manifesting, you stop believing. And that's because all your attention and emotions is being channeled towards listening and hearing what's happening, what consequences are coming of those that have done you wrong. That's a waste of concentration, okay? That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. If you go through a situation and there's some type of negative experience connected to some type of karmic person, right, you're going to feel the thought come up in your mind like, like, damn, I know this person is wrong. I know they're doing the wrong thing, or I know this is not fair. Yes, you can acknowledge that it's not fair, right? But the reason why they come in to make you feel as if something happened to you that's not fair, so you can deny your own initiation around setting yourself free. Okay? So I feel like you are free to build something. You are free to manifest something. You're free to do something for yourself. You are meant to be a trailblazer. You're not meant to worry. No, you're not supposed to have to worry on if somebody is going to show up or show out for you. It's about you believing that at all times, the right people, places, and things is going to manifest for you. So this is your conviction, really. A lot of you have recently sacrificed some type of damsel energy. Something just doesn't feel right to you, and that's okay. I don't know who I'm talking to, but something just doesn't feel right to you, and that's okay. It makes you feel as if it's contingent on you having to give up something about yourself in order for you to have it, in order for something to take off. And at that point, You already know this lesson really easy. Should you sacrifice yourself for the sake of another person? No. Should you have to feel as if there are consequences based on whether or not you will be able to have whatever blessing God has for you in the event that you make decisions that another person doesn't agree with? No, because of what God has for you, no man can negotiate that with you. You know what I'm saying? Or give you ultimatums or tell you that there's a catch 22 in order to secure something. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the agreements that you're severing right now. Those are the cords that you're cutting, is like you can't move forward, or you can't move on, or you can't make it somewhere without some one person, place, or thing. It's a lie. You can and you will. And a lot of you are severing that agreement of waiting for a particular person, place, or thing. Waiting for anyone to take responsibility, accountability, to grow up, to learn a lesson, to see your worth, your value, anything at all. I feel like even for those of you that have felt like you've been stuck in situationships, friend zone ships, or whatever, it's like if something at the time in which you come into someone's life, they're not available, it is what it is. If you're not, it's like if there's anything that feels as if it would have to take you outside of that vortex for your own personal self-love journey, then it's not ready to come. And then you have to wait another life cycle or wait for the right time to come back around. But to try to stick it around and convince it to get resolved or negotiate it for a long period of time, you're not meant to be alone, right? With angel here, if it says that you're meant here to study the human condition, that means that you have to go out there, meet people, interact, build, network, be affiliated with other people. And if you deny your own angel energy from having those human experiences, then you're pretty much allowing someone to keep you as a caged bird, or just be, possessive over you. And that's why the devil is in reverse, because I feel as if you're severing contracts with people that feel as if they have dominion over your reality, where you can't decide what you want to do. You can't go after what you want to do, your ambitions. You can't pursue the things that you want to do, because they believe that you're only supposed to have one modality when there's more than one part of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you deny one side of yourself that also has like this passionate, fiery energy, and only reserve yourself for just one direction, one person, and then wait around for that person to decide when they want to play with you or when they don't want to play with you? Ace of Swords, yeah. So I feel like you're about to get like a lot of job opportunities, a lot of partnerships, a lot of deals, and you're going to excel, because you would wither away sitting around attempting to remain worthy or deserving for something that you shouldn't have to wait for. It's either you're ready or you're not. And that's kind of like with anybody. It doesn't matter, who or what it is what I'm seeing for you. Yeah, a lot of you can tell at first glance that some partnership deals, whether it's business, let's say it's business, some partnership deals feel better when you are talking a certain type of way, when you're giving off a certain type of impression of being this, you just your power, your confidence can be very intimidating, and I feel like that's why the Queen of Cups is in reverse, because essentially it's you too, but it's the version of you that is like not yourself, not the best version of yourself. It's like playing the role of being someone that's a damsel, playing the role of being someone that needs the validation or the attention of someone else. And it's okay to feel as if you don't really need it. Like, you're really good at taking initiative yourself, but it's not your weakness, that's your strength. And I feel like that really intimidates a lot of people, because it's like, what do you need them for? And it's not always about you needing them for stability. Sometimes, as earth angels, the only thing that earth angels typically have less of is someone that loves them without wanting to control or possess them. And for a lot of you, I feel as if this energy is it's like somebody wanted to put you on ice for them until they're ready to come back around, or until they're ready to be with you. But then you have someone that's like ready right now. You have something that's hot and ready, hot and piping right now. And so be aware of someone coming into your life or coming back into your life, because there's a desire not to lose you to somebody else, or you to move on with somebody else. And then let's say that they finally commit to you or be with you or give you what it is that you desire, but they're not ready to do that. So it's not equally aligned. But the person that is ready to start a life, take action, create core memories and all those different things. And even though they are aware that you may have some insecurities or you may be afraid in some ways, they're not intimidated by your power and your strength. You understand? And so their generosity is not based off of you stroking their ego or saying the right things. Their generosity is consistent. There's something about you've met someone that is consistent in how they want to treat you. And you don't worry with a particular person, but you may be worrying because someone else is like trying to make you unsure of what the right decision is to make. Yeah, I feel like someone is spiritually trying to hold on to you. And it's because the idea of them losing you is scary. That's it. Which asks the question, is that really love? Or is that emotional manipulation? Either way, there's unfinished business here. You get what I'm saying? So Taurus, that's what I have for you in today's message. Take what only resonates and leave the rest, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.